super meta with the episode. We're talking about what we're going to do with the episode as we're recording the episode.
Yo, this is that No Condom podcast, bro.
Oh, yeah. Well, I pull out anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
I thought you loved shooting up the club.
I do.
I'm super confused. Like, hold up. The only time I've ever heard you talk about it, you're always talking about how awesome shooting up the club.
I mean, it is awesome, but I've only done it to like 2 chicks. So
I don't disagree, but
Yeah, I've never done it, so
yeah, not a single time.
not even
yeah,
one.
no, you're shooting the club up is elite.
Like somehow, like their belly button is like attached to their uterus and shit.
Yeah, so
So I mean, it's just impregnation through navel cavity. It's not even a cavity. It's just a navel.
Navel, yeah.
oh, you would fucking do that.
What?
Just keep talking.
Keep talking. Shit, fuck up. You missed the whole shooting up the club conversation.
Oh, your stupid computer's trying to update.
No,
Oh, you're getting texts from hoes
lots of
and
those.
DMs.
Just keep swinging.
Yeah.
Keep missing.
Yes, I do.
Yo, so I didn't realize how many older bitches are on POF. Not that I've been on. The chick I did put my dreads in back when I had dreads like 4 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking about how her uncle is just smashing random bitches every night
Really?
from POF.
Damn.
Yeah.
There was some dog face looking bitches when I was on there.
Like I told her I call it plenty of whales and she died.
That's an apt description.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember because I was like, yeah, I'll check this out. You know, not really a lot of matches around here in Salina on Tinder, so fuck it, check out Plenty of Fish. And I get on there and I'm just like, oh God, no. It's like half these bitches look like tweakers and the other half, I wouldn't fuck with anybody else's dick, you know?
Like it's funny because I think me, you, and Cody got catfished by the same dude. Like it was a dude.
Yeah.
Lips of Poison or something like that. Cody fucking knows that shit by heart, dude. Like he was in love.
Yeah.
Until I ruined that shit for him.
Yeah.
Like I think it's Lips of Poison 67 or some shit like that. But anyway, it's an actual chick. Her profile, or the chick is actually real from around this area. But her ex-boyfriend started the account and has just been sending dudes nudes and getting dick pics, I'm assuming.
Jeez.
Really?
Like, if a chick's gonna send you nudes, she's gonna want something in return.
Well, I
usually.
mean, it's not like you can advertise, hey, no dick pics, because then that's obviously not a chick.
No, there are some girls that don't want dick pics. Like it's because in the DMs, like nobody sees it but you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, saying, "Oh no, I don't want dick pics," isn't gonna give it away to anybody. Like, oh, okay, I mean, I'm not gonna not take your nudes, right?
Right? No, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
If I can't send you my dick, I don't want to see you naked either.
This is not a fair trade. This is not very capitalistic of us.
We are Broke Dude Podcast. I'm Jet.
Jake.
Wow.
Yeah, totally
Fuck
forgot,
that one up.
Totally forgot you were
Blake.
here.
And this is episode 154.
76.
Yep.
Figured I'd do it to you.
Yeah, fucking just
Ruin it.
try and make it look like it was intentional and not you fucking up.
Yeah.
horribly.
Okay,
Yeah.
I lost my mouse. Hold on.
I already,
Somebody get him some batteries. Number one. I
No,
just tripped on my words.
it's
Apple?
we're connected.
There we go.
I've already ruined some guy's vacation, so I might as well ruin this podcast.
Right, fuck
So-
it. We're off to a hot start this week.
We
ladies and
are.
gentlemen.
Boom, son.
Firing on all cylinders over here.
Shots fired. Pow, pow.
Topical.
Pew pew pew.
I don't think there were any shots fired in that. Oh, God. Hopefully that was audible.
The sigh? It
Yeah.
definitely was.
Yep.
Like, I don't know, man. I'm done. I want to be done with Facebook so bad.
Yeah.
because like all I see is depressing shit.
Yep.
That's why I got off of there.
It's awful. 99% of my time on Facebook is scrolling past people's stuff and just looking for memes. That's pretty much all I do. Like if it's not a meme, I just keep it moving. I mean, given everything that's happened this week, that has changed slightly. Luckily, I don't have any shitbags on my Facebook that are posting stuff that I want to punch them in the mouth for. But
I mean, it happens.
there are a lot of people posting, shit that I like, positive shit.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, even that's depressing. It's just like, God, I just want this to fucking stop.
That's true too. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to engage you. I don't want to engage people on the other side either. I just want it all to stop and leave me the fuck alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I'm fucking tired of it. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm usually pretty good about just like posting and forgetting and not like consuming as much. But with everything going on in the country right now and all that shit, it's hard to like look away
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I specifically got off for that reason. I just got tired of seeing and reading shit, just political shit. It's like I feel like projectile vomited of political shit in my face constantly. So I just went to Twitter and Instagram. Instagram, I just look at bad bitches. That's all I do. Or funny hood videos. And then Twitter, I just get on there. I kind of get my news from Twitter.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of funny shit on there too. Like I've always said, like Twitter is, damn, I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like Twitter is Target and Facebook is Walmart.
Yeah.
It's the best way I could put it.
That's an apt description.
Like, you still have your low class people there, but
Yeah.
they're like higher, lower class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they can actually afford to shop there. They don't need to go put shit on layaway.
Yeah. We're not poor shaving here, because obviously our podcast name, we're not the richest people, unlike somebody I know supposedly. But yeah, it's like my sister has me in this group that was for the first dude this month. That's so fucking bad.
You're right.
The NAACP.
No, the dude that got killed while John was fucking white. Aubrey. No, it was
Something
his last name was Aubrey. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to mess his name up.
Yeah.
But
it's like it. And then that group turned into just like a whole Black Lives Matter group, which I don't have a problem with. It's just where I'm at right now mentally. I'm done.
Exhausted.
Yeah, I care about the cause, but I just don't care right now.
Yeah.
It's really nothing that any of them have done. It's just I'm tired of seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's constant, and people want to point at the media like, oh, well, they're shifting the narrative. And my response to you is that this shit doesn't just happen all at once in 1 month.
Mm-hmm.
It happens every day, and local news picks it up.
Yep.
Local news is always reporting on this shit. It's when something major happens and it's caught on video, it's clearly got to be national news.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it makes national news, it's essentially gone viral.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, definitely.
And what happened with the dude with Mr. Aubrey should have been national news. What happened to dude in Minneapolis, should have been national news.
George Floyd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened with the chick who was in her home sleeping and got shot? Should have been national news.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, the media just try to stoke fear." No, the media is showing you the shit that's happening. You're deciding that the media is to blame for it instead of the people causing the fucking pain.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking looters shouldn't be looting, yes, but it's nowhere near as bad as what that fucker did kneeling on his neck.
Yeah. I mean, I got a hot take on that, but I
yeah,
agree.
like Target can just build another one. They're not losing
Not
anything.
not even
that
a little bit.
family lost a dad, brother, son.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get another one of those back.
Like
well,
you can literally replace all the lamps that one bitch took.
I mean, it's gotten past. His name is Ahmed Arbery.
Ahmed Aubrey.
Yeah. By the way, and it's gotten past Target at this point. I mean, apparently the entire 3rd district of Minneapolis is on fire. You know, and
Good.
or burnt to the ground.
Like
Yeah,
I can't imagine
They burnt down the
constantly.
police station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's fucking
great.
fantastic. Big ups to them. Fucking awesome. My hot take was, you said they shouldn't be looting. I think they should. I mean, like I was saying before we started recording, they've been asking nicey for 50 plus years and fucking however 400, 600, however many years of oppression before that. Like, no. I mean, being nice and protesting, quote unquote, the right way got them fired with rubber bullets and tear gas.
The system's fucked.
Yeah. Burn the
It's
fucking
been
system to the
fucked.
ground.
Yep.
Take it down. Take it all the fuck down.
Like
that's their way of saying, "Oh, you don't want to listen to us back then? Okay, well, we're gonna hit you where it hurts."
yeah, I totally understand that, but how? I mean, I don't mean to sound negative with this, but I'm not gonna go loot because somebody killed my brother.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go, yes, burn down the police station. Fuck that. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But Target didn't do shit. Like these businesses around here didn't do shit.
Yeah. And I get that.
Like they're people that work there that are part of your community. So I mean,
And I get that. I do get that defense entirely. But the problem is that them trying to do it the peaceful way, the quiet way, the quote unquote right way, the peaceful protesters in the march.
no, the only right way to put a protest is shut up.
Yeah.
If you're black, just shut up and dribble, bro.
Just shut up and dribble. Yeah. But it's they've been doing that shit for so long, and it's falling on deaf ears. Like it's big news for a week, a month, and then it just goes away until the next one crops up, and it's come to the point where it's like, all right, this shit's got to stop. And the only way that they're going to respond to anything is through acts of violence. I don't think that they should be hurting other people, and I hope it stays away from that realm. I don't want it to go full on 1992, pulling people out of their cars and beating the shit out of them in the streets. I don't want it to go that route. It's not the people's fault. The people who did the act, yes, they fucked up. It's nobody else's fault. But take down the businesses, take down the police stations, take it all, burn it to the fucking ground as far as I care. Let's start this motherfucker over.
And see,
And you got to get them to listen somehow because they're not.
like,
People aren't.
I think this is where I'm more MLK than Malcolm,
Malcolm, yeah.
because all they did to me by tearing up that Target, tearing up their town, is take the attention away from the people that are paying attention to this.
Yeah.
If they don't care about it, if they don't want to care about it, they're going to care more about your looting. Try to just ignore the fact that a cop just fucking killed a guy again for probably I don't even know how many times that day in this country. But it's people don't understand. People just use false equivalency so fucking much. And that is an example that they would use. Like, oh, you guys shouldn't be looting. And then the conversation goes to the looting part instead of the fact that the dude got killed.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's the only problem I have with it is it's not very good marketing.
It's counterproductive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just,
because it just deafens the root cause.
Yeah.
Anyways.
it's just like with Cap kneeling during the anthem. Like, oh, well, you shouldn't kneel during the anthem. But I'm doing it peacefully, trying to tell you cops should not kill black people.
Yeah.
Oh, well, just don't do it during the anthem. And see, that
Now it's about the anthem.
exactly.
Now it's about
100%.
what
You
the
have
song
military
means.
people coming on, and be
Yeah.
like, oh, well, it means so much to me. People don't fucking listen.
And those, I mean, I feel like that's part of when I say burn it to the ground, it's them too. That ideology. Like, yes, the physical and property damage that they're doing isn't going to reset the system. I get that. But it's getting your message loud and clear. Like, hey, we're fucking pissed.
Rage
And
against the
gets
machine.
if it gets to a big enough scale, and I think everybody that gets arrested when first of all, don't carry around your ID when they arrest you. Tell them your name's George Floyd.
Mhm.
Every single fucking person. Your name's George Floyd.
I am Robert Paulson.
Yeah, exactly. And that keeps the message going. It's like, hey, no, we're not letting this fucking dude's memory die. You killed a man. We're all him. Taking out that fucking anger on the system that has fucked us continuously and consistently since they've gotten any semblance of rights, and well before that. You know, it's you have to. At this point, America is fucked. We are fucked. Everything is wrong. I do not like the direction we're heading in. I think November is going to be bad when Trump loses. I don't think he's going to go out peacefully. I think everything is just going to fucking tank and shit is going to go very, very wrong in this country. I think America's on its last leg. And the only way that we can fix that is by burning it to the fucking ground and starting over before somebody else takes it over.
And see, I kind of the same train of thought, but to me, like, America's on our last leg. Mm-hmm. The Republican Party's on their last leg. This is the racist sect, the racist cult in this country has attached themselves to the Republican Party like a fucking virus, like a leech. Mm-hmm. And at this point, they've sucked so much blood that the Republicans Party more leech than party.
Yeah.
Because there are Republicans that I would have rather had than Trump. Mm-hmm. There are Republicans I would have voted for before Hillary.
Yeah.
So it's not like...
There's a couple from me, too.
Yeah, John Kasich being the prime example. Mm-hmm. It's not like there's Republicans that are fucking...
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell. God damn it, that guy.
Fucking
strike that from the record, please.
Toad throat.
God damn it. Looked like he fucking swallowed a fucking gummy egg. It just got lodged in his throat. Looked like he died sucking on a jawbreaker.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, it's... I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, I'm not there. I don't know how I'd react. I mean, it's just... When the looting starts, people just shut their fucking brain off and focus on that. Because it's easier to talk about.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you shouldn't do that to other people. Let's have the hard conversations, you fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm. They don't want it. And that's why I really appreciate the people that are saying, like, look, you people, like, Nosker had that he posted some shit about you guys still don't want to have the tough discussion. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, it's one of those things where they're going to keep focusing on the wrong issues to stay away from having that discussion.
If you ignore it, it's not a thing.
Yeah, just keep deflecting and deflecting.
Yeah. Like, that is literally how conservatives think.
If it doesn't affect me, it's not my problem.
Yeah, it's not real.
It's not a problem.
If I don't acknowledge it, it's not a thing.
Yeah.
That's why we haven't actually had a serious conversation about racism in this country.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's always, well, it's not that bad. Look at that one black guy up there. You got a black president now. Oh, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Right.
Oh, I'm just free.
Yeah.
Nobody hates black people anymore.
Over. Racism is completely over. Yeah, the whole fucking thing is dumb. Like, I get that it's inspiring for people to see that, but how anybody can think that would end so much built up tension, you know, in just one fall swoop. Like, no, that doesn't make sense.
That's being black.
Yeah,
that is literally being black in America. Mm-hmm. You can do everything right. Like Bill Cosby, granted, I mean, I don't disagree with what happened to him.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude,
it didn't end the right way.
Yeah.
But it started the right way.
I mean, he maybe should have been caught a little earlier, but you know, the 70s women.
Yeah.
Quaaludes.
Yeah. It was a weird fucking time.
Just everybody just raping everybody. Date raped myself one time. That's essentially being black in America. Mm-hmm. Is you can do everything right, but that one time you fuck up,
that's what you're known for.
That one time Obama wore that tan suit, mm-hmm. It was over. Worst president ever.
Yeah. Yeah, and that, I think that's the hardest thing for people to understand, because white people don't have that.
Nah, just
white people can.
Schools, yeah,
you can fuck up over and 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 over again, and people will forgive you. People will forgive you time and time and time and time again.
Not only forgive you, make up excuses for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, he's got a problem.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, so he didn't know right from wrong.
well, women
Well, then
won't
take
have
some money
sex.
away, bitch.
Yeah. I mean, the whole fucking thing is gross. It's gross. And how people can't comprehend that. Like, I don't have a semblance of understanding of that. I don't have that issue. I'm
Because
white.
you've been blacked.
Mhm.
Well,
Well,
that's not the right term.
well, I'm saying, yeah, please don't say that. I don't want to be known as the guy on this podcast who got blacked. There's negative connotations to that. That's not a term. I was knighted into the community, sir.
That's what I was looking for.
It happened earlier before we started. I watched
That's why we went to Maddie's.
That's a code word.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Just like going to Paris is taking the.
That's the name of the episode right there.
Blacked.
They both ended in KED. They don't even both ended in that.
I don't even remember the point I was trying to make before.
You were talking about how
Before I
you
got
don't,
blacked.
you can't relate because you're not black.
Yeah. So like it's not something that I can understand, but I get it. You know, does that make sense? It's something I've never had to experience, but I understand the struggles of
Right.
that, you know. I'm
You're
sympathetic to it.
empathetic.
Empathetic. Yeah, there you go. I don't want to feel like it's I'm
Same.
being condescending saying
Because
that,
we
you
live
know?
in Kansas and there's racist fucks everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And we all know it.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
the amount of times I heard the N-bomb in high school and middle school is absurd. Fucking absurd. People that just were super confident using it with no problem because I'm white. And I'm like, dude, I'm not cool with that.
That's the America we need. Back when black people didn't get to talk. They just had to work the fields. That's when America was great.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. But
Making America great again.
Hey man, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it.
Bucket, send it.
I was like, well, somebody needs a T-shirt.
See, that was good. That wasn't bad.
I
I mean, the connotations are bad, but the joke was good.
it's. I was gonna say something, but now I forgot.
Shouldn't have gave everybody gummies before. we
Hey,
started.
sorry.
Allegedly.
Yeah. I'm half black, half white, half black, whatever. And when I watch this stuff on the internet, it's hard to watch the videos. And hard to watch like the media one that's just being replayed and replayed and replayed. Because honestly, if something like that were to ever pop off here, I don't know what I would do. Like, I'm sitting here trying to think, well, half of me would be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm ride out. But then the other half of me is like, no, I'm just gonna sit this one out, coach. You know, and I hate being torn like that, but what do you do?
Fuck it, send it. I'm all in, you know, and it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know how that gets taken when white people join in too, but for me, it's
to me, it means they get it.
yeah, and I hope
They're
that
sick
comes
of
off
this
that
shit
way
too.
you know, because that's when I'm saying burn the system to the ground. Like, I want to be there, not because I don't fucking care. I don't need the shit. But there's a point that's trying to be made. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I care about.
Right.
The justice system is just fucked, and that's what I believe. So, and then if I'm betraying anyone with the color of my skin, fuck them. Because if I'm betraying them in their minds, wrong team, motherfucker.
Yeah,
like
yeah. You just showed you picked your side just by thinking.
Without
Guess
even
who's
telling
not getting
you
black?
like injustice? Okay, fuck
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Guess who's not getting black?
Not Piper Perry. Yeah, back to Jed's point. Like you can do that because you can take in multiple factors into an equation and make sense of it.
Yeah,
if there's more than two for some people, they're just like, oh, I don't know what to do. My brain's broken.
Yeah. How do I solve for X?
It's
There's no X in this equation.
it's
bro.
like there's a point where people that are bitching about this are like, they just see the picture. They see the guy getting arrested. They see the cops. Cops were always right? No. The guy appears to be doing what he's supposed to do. They're like, if he would have just complied.
Yeah.
Those are the people that only look at that part.
The picture.
That's that projectile vomit. They're just like, instead of going and thinking about what the fuck they just saw.
And then there's people like us who look at, oh, okay, so was he resisting? Was he causing a problem? Sure. Should the police have killed him? No. Is there a reason he might have been upset? Yeah, probably.
And the fact that he was handcuffed and lying on the ground, incapacitated already.
I'm talking just in general when these situations happen, because you can almost fucking write a script for it and
Yeah.
it'll fucking match.
Yeah. Plays out damn near the same way every
not
time.
doing any conspiracies. I'm just saying.
It's just a fact of of the situation.
It's a fucking cycle.
Yeah.
But you're looking at that equation. Could the cops have been fucking with them for who knows how fucking long? Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you get tired of the cops fuck with you for how long? Mm-hmm. Like, people can't do that. People put themselves in that situation, but then they do what they would do, having their life experiences as part of the equation.
And they're usually white and they're usually privileged.
Well, I mean,
White people can get away with shit that would get a black man shot in 5 seconds. Period. I've seen it. I've seen people acting a fool in front of the cops. I've acted a fool in front of the cops. Nothing happens.
I stole a bank sign one time, and the cops stopped us in Taco John's parking lot. It was really windy that day.
Is that what you did for your half star?
Yeah.
How big?
Yeah. Shit, that was like a 5.
How
Damn
big
near.
was this bank sign?
It was like a flag. It was super windy that day. It was like one of those.
It wasn't like they're fucking huge.
Yeah, they were like, sir, we're gonna need you to put that back. Fuck, man, it was hard enough getting it up here. I'm gonna put it back down. What is this, fucking 1920s? But it's like yeah, we just got done leaving the Inferno, walking out of Taco John's to get some food. Windy as fuck this day. Like, Santa Fe is like a corridor just for fucking a wind tunnel.
Yeah.
And First Bank Kansas had like this flag there saying they do home loans or some shit that blew over. And Evan picked it up, but I had him pass the baton. I was just running into fucking Taco John's parking lot with it up. And the cops were sitting over in Sonic's parking lot, right? So we go in and get our food. We put the flag in the back of somebody's truck, and me and Evan crawl in the back of the truck and lay down.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, there's these red and blue lights flashing above the car. We hop
And
out.
then I got my ass beat.
No, because I said I took it, but obviously they knew I didn't. And the fucking cop, he's pretty cool. It wasn't the same dude that arrested you, I don't think. But he's like, well, what were you gonna do with that sign? I was like, I put it in my front yard, start doing home loans. It took him a lot of effort to hold back a laugh, which I felt pretty good about.
See, that's the good thing. If you can get the cop laughing, usually they're super cool.
Yeah, it's not a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But fuck them at the same time.
straight from the underground.
No, right before we started recording, apparently there's I know somebody who lives in Austin, Texas, and apparently there's a big protest planned for this weekend. And so they're already like sharing tips on like tips and tricks on what to do during the protest. Like, because apparently what happens is when you're walking down the block, the cops will try to block off an intersection so that you have to go one way, and it'll make half the crowd go that way and half the crowd go straight, so that it fucking funnels out the crowd and disperses people. So it's like, it's telling you that tip, and it's like, move quick when they try to force you to turn so that everybody can get through, so they can't funnel people out. Like, if you get caught by the cops, start yelling out your name so people can document who you are in case you get arrested and disappear in jail, And it's just like shit like that. And it was like, and the last thing was like, don't fucking snitch. Everybody's doing their own thing. Let them do their own thing. Don't tell reporters, don't tell cops, don't tell nobody. You didn't see shit. You don't care about shit, And I just, it's a weird, like, black way of seeing it, but Not like black as in African,
Dark.
black as in dark. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Also African.
also African. But it's beautiful to me to see like a community come together like that, and it's a weird, twisted view of it. But I love it. I love
Hashtag
that.
good part of the internet.
It reminds me of like when Egypt got overthrown, when their government got overthrown.
Oh, you mean
Oh,
when
you were
fucking-
there?
You mean when Jesus was born?
Yeah, exactly.
And you have people not there calling and messaging these people going, hey, they're sending in buses. They're going to take you all to jail. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
Like,
move on.
warning them
Yeah.
of the moves
Yo,
that the news is
strategic
informing.
up in there.
And that's the same thing that happened in Egypt when they overthrew the government. I want to say in like 2007, somewhere around
I
there.
feel like it was a pharaoh, not really a government.
This was recent. It's not. It's,
Oh,
it's, yeah, it's AD.
Oh.
It's AD, not BC.
I didn't even realize they were still a country.
Yeah.
King Tut.
Yeah, in Africa. A lot of people don't know that. Like they think Egypt, it's like
In the
its
Middle
own
East.
country or something.
It's on its own continent.
It's still there.
Yeah.
It's not just the pyramids. In fact, if you just turn like 90
Dude, that is
degrees,
so
there's an entire fucking city right there, all
It's-
modernized and weird.
That's so fucking weird
It's
to me.
weird because all the pictures you see are just the pyramids. But it's like I watched the video where a dude was looking at the pyramids and he moved over, and I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't realize it was that close. You know, it's all just right fucking there.
Like that's the same reaction when I have when I look at someone's skin color. It's like, oh, you're white. But then I zoom out, like, oh, you're a person. It's crazy. How when you're not a fucking narrow-minded fuck. I say fuck a lot.
You do.
It happens. But back to my point, we're getting distracted a lot. So when Egypt's government got overthrown, that was how because they weren't allowed to, there was something that restricted them from getting the communications around. So they were private messaging each other on Facebook. And that's what built up the huge fucking protest crowd that eventually overthrew the Egyptian
So
government.
Facebook actually did a good thing?
I wouldn't say a good thing. People did the good thing. Facebook was just the catalyst.
The
know,
messenger.
Yeah, they were.
You don't shoot the messenger or give
I mean,
it credit.
they fucking collected all that shit, and it's on file now. But they were there, and it was a useful tool at the time, you know. And I enjoy that sense of community from people, you know, and that's the optimist part of me. I'm like 99% pessimism and 1% optimism, and that's the optimism point coming out. You know what I mean? Like it's right there. There is something good coming out of this.
I honestly think there is. Because you know how, like, when a fire goes out, there's that little puff of a flame?
Mm-hmm.
That's essentially what's happening to the conservatives now.
I think we're at that puff.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Like it's a 4-year fucking puff, and it's just orange and has horrible hair.
and probably smells like mayonnaise.
I doubt it. It probably smells like fucking barbecue sauce from McDonald's.
He probably does eat. He probably
He
gets
does
a-
eat McDonald's
Oh,
all
That's
the
his
time.
tanner, bro.
Yeah.
ugh.
He's got that
It's
McDonald's skin
It's
spray
the
on
fucking
tanner.
Big Mac sauce. He just rubs the Big Mac
He
sauce
takes
on
the
his
takes
skin.
the top of the fucking McChicken and takes the Mac.
Just rubbing it.
He's like, oh, capitalism. I love it. Oh, I'm getting so huge in my pants.
McMillions.
That's why he got the national championship team McDonald's. He's like, look, they're already making the chicken patties off my skin, so
Wait, you guys are actually eating this stuff? I just rubbed the shit on me.
is that what you do with this?
Oh God. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck that man in the asshole. Oh my God, dude.
Can we talk
That
about
was-
how he didn't want to hang up Obama's poster? Because it's like a fucking dorm room at the White House. There's like,
Last president of fucking
Yo.
White House Delta Pi.
yo, you got that George Washington dunking over the Delaware poster?
Yeah.
Yo, you see Abe posting up on fucking
Like it's
Howard Taft or whoever?
It's like a fucking fraternity. They're
why
all
there's
just
no
super
women.
duper frat bros.
That's why there's no women.
That explains it.
Because they can't be in
I wish all the women did fucking Lil Kim poses.
Yo,
Could you imagine you
Ruder or fucking
Barbara
Ginsburg.
Bush with her fucking
Just a titty out with a pasty over it, all saggy and white and gross.
Oh my
Hillary
God.
still has her blazer on.
Yo, could you imagine Martha Washington in that J-Lo thing, that green dress?
God, at least that one would just be a painting and not a picture. It's like that one's open for interpretation. I'm gonna guess that's not accurate.
I feel like if we looked a little bit, like just a tiny bit, we could find former first lady porn.
Oh, I guarantee
There's
it.
gotta be.
That Rule 34, I bet, has it.
Even if there's like a 0.00005% market for it, there's people making that shit.
Somebody, I mean, Rule 34 states if it exists, there is a porn of it. So I guarantee you it's there somewhere.
I doubt there's a porn of our podcast.
People are thinking about it.
They gotta be. Yeah.
They're not talented enough. I mean, Mike is definitely thinking about it.
It would be a gay porn, unfortunately.
Yeah, obviously it would. That's why Mike is thinking about it. Got him. I don't even know if he still listens anymore.
Yeah, I don't care. He got me in trouble.
He's your lead blocker, bro.
That is true.
You have the most anger points of this weekend of all time.
Yeah, it goes to my lineman.
It's true.
It goes to my lineman.
So do we want to jump to the more light and cherry point of this episode?
I feel like that was light and cheery-ish.
Yeah,
Like,
it
we
was.
had some
You
laughs.
know, when we were talking about burning it to the ground.
Yeah, and people getting killed by cops. So originally we were going to do a review of Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt, but to me the title just seemed inappropriate.
Good cover up. Good cover up.
But no, I it was hard for me to get into it, like honestly.
So let me start this off by saying we have come up with an idea, since we're all fans of slightly different forms of hip hop. There are some overlaps. We came up with the idea that each one of us would pick a record by one artist, and we'd all listen to it and kind of review it, talk about it, see what the other people think, see if we can expand our horizons in the hip hop front. So, as Jake was saying, we were going to do Reasonable Doubt,
But then that guy got killed by the cops, and it just wasn't the time.
not that Blake hated it.
No,
Or
I
me, to be honest with
I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it.
Honestly, I get it. I really do. That early Jay-Z stuff. I mean, like I said, the reason that album is talked about is Dead Presidents 2. I fucking love that song. That song is actually still in my truck right now. It's a fucking awesome song. But the rest of that,
iPod.
what? No, I have a mini USB plugged
Zune?
into my fucking
Oh.
my CD player. I have a 01 Ford Ranger. God damn it. I was broke dude podcast. God damn it. That makes sense. I'm lucky I don't have a fucking 8-track in that bitch. Nobody gets that joke.
I
no,
do.
like-
I do.
8 tracks are real old.
They're really old. I barely know what an 8-track is.
Yeah, I haven't. That was my first time ever listening to a Jay-Z album,
Really?
I can tell you why.
Damn.
and it was not a very good experience. No, I listened to his collab with Kanye, but not like an actual Jay-Z
Solo
album.
Yeah.
I bought 444, his recent one.
That was the first one I listened to all the way through. Like I don't until recently I really haven't listened to albums front to back.
Mm-hmm.
Like most, I'll do it once and then I'm like, oh, I pick my favorite songs. And
Shout
go
out
from
Spotify.
there. Yeah, thanks for that. By the way,
I got you.
Shit, give me some of Joe Rogan's money.
yeah, no shit. What up, Spotify? You're fucking great. We love you.
Even though we're not on your platform, yeah.
But we want to be. We so fucking want to be.
But only for more than Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're better.
I want $1 more.
Yes.
100 million and $1. Split 3 ways.
Can you imagine
Or 4
sliding the
ways.
paper over there and then looking at like? Can you imagine their face?
They just look at each other and they all pull out $1 and they're just like, fucking here. Just sign this shit. Shut the fuck up.
Oh shit. So yeah, that's what I know why I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was the beat selection.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree.
I'm the guy that obviously the first thing you hear in a song is the beat. I'll give you 15, 20 seconds. And if that, unless there's those dumbass intros that are
Yeah.
like, you know, one long note, and then next thing you know, you hear monkeys screaming and
Kanye's
fucking-
ding, ding.
yeah. And then, but see, I like that beat though.
Yeah, that's a good beat.
Just takes an hour to get into it.
That does.
If I don't like it, I'm not even gonna listen to the fucking song.
Really?
So, but when I was listening to this, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna like this song. So then I was like,
You got in that headset.
and yeah, and then I was like, I'll try. I even like I read the lyrics as he was, so I can understand what he's saying, I guess.
Yeah.
And
It's always good to the first time listening to something to look at the
Yeah.
lyrics too.
I was just like, I can't do it. Just the beat selection. He used words a lot, like repeated a lot of words.
He used words a lot.
Like almost specifically in this song.
All he did was words. There was no
I
pictures.
meant like
Same
the
word.
same word.
Yeah.
Like he said Willie a lot.
Yeah.
He said
He's a big Will Smith fan.
boss a lot. He
likes the
said
big
he
bad
talks
boss
about his fucking Benz a lot.
Yeah.
You know how many words you can rhyme with bins, bro?
Like
Tins.
one.
But
Tins.
Tens, bins.
so yeah. I'm not saying he's a terrible rapper because he's not, obviously.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't for me. So we threw that bitch out the
I
club.
was so glad you did, dude. Because I forced myself to listen to it 3 times,
Yeah.
like back to back to back.
Damn.
See, I
That's
can't
what I
do
did
that.
that's what I did with Royce's shit.
Yeah.
Just always hugging out my plate at work.
See, I think it's bad to do it that way because you can oversaturate yourself too.
But
Like,
I mean,
I
had a
gave
pretty-
myself a day before
It's a
I
good
listened.
breakdown.
That is true. But I gave myself a day before I went back to this album because I wanted to like and listening to it again today, I was like, okay, my initial reaction was off a little bit in some places. There were a few things that stayed. They didn't change. And I already told you exactly what that was in the beginning of this. But I think listening to it too many times in a row causes a problem. Like I have to give myself at least like if I listen to it on even if it's 8 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday and I don't listen until 5 o'clock in the morning the next day, like I want to have at least some kind of space in between it that I can take my initial reaction, kind of let that simmer and then go away, and then I give my second reaction. Now that I kind of know
Now that
coming
the
into
grill's
it.
seasoned.
Yeah, exactly. Like what you're expecting that second go round instead of just over like bashing yourself in the fucking face with it.
And see, that's what this album was. Listen to it with Royce was not bashing myself in the face
Yeah.
with it. It was like flossing my ass with soap. Like,
Is that a good thing?
I don't know.
I just look at my ass. I don't touch it, bro.
I mean, if you're rubbing soap up and down, I'm sure it
Big
feels pretty
difference
good.
for me on both compared to the Royce one.
Yeah.
Like the Drake and the Jay-Z.
Yeah.
By the way, the song we
Gosh.
actually did, the album we actually did decide to do was
Yeah,
so far
thanks,
gone.
Chris.
But
Sorry.
but still, on the Jay-Z stuff, like I'm with Blake. Like I'm not a huge older beats guy,
Yeah.
but like with Common's album, his first, like I went back and listened to his like 1992 one.
Those old school
91?
beats they're timeless, bro.
Like I could fuck with it.
I love those old school beats. Those are some of my favorite beats of all time.
But I think the reason I was able to fuck with it was because how Common was saying stuff.
Yeah.
Like his cadence and his wordplay.
Yeah.
Like with Jay-Z, it's like, oh, you sold drugs?
We get it.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Literally.
Yeah, you told me that like 4 songs ago.
And 30 seconds ago.
Yeah. So could you just, I mean, I get it's his first, is it at his first album?
First official, I think. He had some mixtapes before that.
Okay. Like, so it was actual album.
yeah.
So yeah, like I mean, I understand it's like their first shit. They're not who they are now, but it was
Oh no, because like you put in Hard Knock Life, or not Hard Knock Life. Yeah.
Like I've heard the Black album.
Black album was dope.
I heard the Black album's fucking dope.
Blueprint.
Blueprint.
Heard the Blueprint was dope.
Blueprint 2.
So I mean, it's like
Renegade.
Yeah, that song's sick.
Did you know fucking Royce was originally on that song?
I heard mutterings of that, yeah.
And they took him off of it.
probably a good thing because he would have fucking outshot him.
I don't know. Eminem's verses are pretty dope.
Pretty
on
dope.
Oh,
there.
Eminem's Renegade.
Yeah.
I'm a renegade.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
That whole fucking song is great.
Yeah. But yeah, being his first work, I guess I shouldn't expect a whole lot out of his lyricism. But it was like, I mean, even Cole's freshman album wasn't this bad.
Yeah.
Lyrically.
I mean, I think it's just one of those things. 'Cause some of my favorite stuff comes before Reasonable Doubt that I've heard from him. But I mean, Dead Presidents 2 is fantastic. I mean, that's. I don't remember a lot of Reasonable Doubt. Like I said, I just kind of skimmed through
That
it.
one and
Who was on that song?
Brooklyn's Finest with Biggie. I like.
Brooklyn's Finest.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
We're
I
reviewing this
didn't-
album anyway. I guess it seems like.
I didn't like that song though.
Briefly, right?
The Biggie one.
No, yeah, because I'm not a fan of
Black people.
talk rapping.
Talk rapping.
Like Jay would say something in line, and then Biggie would like answer
Oh,
him.
like they're
and I'm-
doing like
yeah,
back
like,
and- like a
I don't
dialogue.
like that shit.
Yeah.
No.
See, I don't mind it when it's done right.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You might not like Run the Jewels then.
Well, they don't do a lot of back and forth. It's usually
True.
verse, then verse, then verse, then verse.
True.
Yeah.
But they did that a little in the second one, right? Mm-hmm.
Apparently, from what I'm hearing, we're just going all over.
Yeah,
the
can we just do this album real quick?
So the album
We're gonna
we
go on. We're gonna go on
we
a fucking rant here.
are officially reviewing, like that was just like a warm up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're stretching our legs. a
Yeah,
little
just
bit with
getting
the-
ready. Got to loosen the lyrical tone.
Piss everybody off by saying Reasonable Doubt wasn't worth it.
Hey, I'm just easing people in.
Yeah.
Just easing people into how
Just the
rough this
tip.
one's probably gonna be. So the album we actually did review is Drake So Far Gone.
I kept forgetting the name of it.
Yeah.
I had to rely on Spotify's search to help me.
I think he named it So Far Gone because it's so far from where he is now,
Yeah.
like lyrically.
Yeah.
What
And it was his third mixtape.
third mix.
So Far Gone was a mixtape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I
it
guess
wasn't
that
even an
changes the
official
whole thing.
album release.
Yeah.
Okay. Or LP, I guess.
Like, that changes things a little bit. So I thought it was like an actual album.
No, it was his third mixtape.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I still wasn't a fan.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
No, I'm not. I'm giving my review.
No,
ass.
motherfucker, that's my favorite album.
This ain't the Joker. All
I guess
right.
we're doing it backwards. So, what was everybody's favorite beat on that album?
Uptown.
Uptown. I had Up Down, Ignorant Shit, and Best I Ever Had.
Mine was Successful, Ignorant Shit, and Uptown.
Bro, like
Uptown was good.
I love Uptown.
Ignorant, and Let's Call It Off.
Oh no, I hated that one, dude.
I don't remember that
I
one.
like-
It's like super
Oh, I put that in
poppy.
my trash beat.
Yeah,
section.
bro.
That's
Honestly, my trash beats were everything else. I did not like the beats on this album at all.
I only like
Best I Ever Had was the one that I was like, this doesn't feel like it fits.
It's-
because it feels like a fully
That was
fleshed
his
out
first.
beat.
That was his first like commercial song.
And
Yeah.
I hate it because I feel like I've heard it so many
And I get
times.
that. I totally understand that. I'm not a fan of that song, but that
I
was the beat that
left-
I was like, this one feels like a fully complete beat. You know, like
It was a
feels
song.
It's done. It's ready to go. Like everything else was like,
I didn't even put that on here because I hate that song.
yeah. I
Which one?
like I said, it's
Best
best,
I
I
ever
ever had.
Oh.
You know, it's not on my like favorite songs list at all, anywhere close. But it was the only one that like every other beat was just so boring.
And see, now being,
basic.
Okay,
being a
that's-
mixtape, I feel like that explains
Yeah,
it.
and
That's
I get
why
that.
I liked the Let's Call It Off because it was different and full.
Yeah.
The rest of them were just like some hats and fucking.
But see, I like that shit. It's
Yeah.
simple. It's it puts you in a certain vibe. I guess you have to
It
kind
fit.
of
It
you
fit
kinda
with
have
what
to
he
just
was doing on the album.
Feel it, you know.
You know?
You probably eat toast with no butter, huh?
No, I don't eat toast.
But no, like, and that was the thing that honestly, this album surprised me in a lot of ways. Because as I've stated many
Mixtape.
times, mixtape.
This mixtape.
Surprised me in a lot of ways.
Fucking
Because-
18-track mixtape.
That's what my Blakeologist said.
We'll call it an EP.
Yeah, whatever.
But so I am not a fan of Drake. There's a couple of singles that I don't mind, but he's not somebody that I listen to ever.
Clearly, yeah.
Literally ever.
Unless
And-
you ever hear it, it's on randomly.
Yeah, exactly. That, like, if somebody else is playing it, that's the only time I listen to Drake.
Yeah, but then I see you doing your little white boy dance thing.
Usually because I'm drunk at that point. But it surprised me, like, because I fully went in expecting to hate the album, and while I did not like the beats, I didn't hate them because they fit with what he was doing. So like I understood it all. You know what I'm saying? And like that's why I part of the reason I came up with this idea, because I never would have listened to this EP, mixtape, whatever, if you wouldn't have suggested it. And I had this expectation of what it was going to be. And then after listening to it, I was like, well, it's not for me, but I get it. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I get who it is for, and I get why people like him. You know, there was a lot of things that I wouldn't have expected to like that I liked.
A lot of beats,
No,
or
it was Drake.
oh,
really.
just like his overall
Drake.
thing.
Yeah, I mean his flow, I didn't mind. His dude's got a good voice. It's gay as shit to say, but dude's got a good voice.
Just say no homo.
It's,
Come
it's
on.
all right.
homo.
It's
No
all right.
homo.
You don't want that no auto-tune.
I didn't say a great voice. I said a good voice.
It's better than,
I get it. you
I
know?
think it's unique though, because if you hear him on a song, you know it's him.
like cadence-wise and vocally.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a sound, and he works it well.
He might be good.
Yeah, I mean, it works for what he does. It's not for me. It's not for my taste, but I understand why he's popular.
Yeah.
Dude,
better
he has a
now.
1 million square foot house.
That is fucking just oh my god, that is retarded. I gotta say it. That is just fucking retarded. 1 million square feet.
Yes.
So, Chris, beats selection. What'd you say yours was?
Top
Little-
was
little-
Uptown.
Uptown.
Okay, I have a question. Okay, on Ignite shit, do you know what that sample is from?
No.
It's the Isley Brothers.
Ooh.
And that's why that's my favorite beat.
Really?
The only
Yes.
Isley Brothers song like I really like is Contagious.
Okay, well this is in between.
I don't
the
know a
sheets.
lot of
In
okay.
between the sheets.
In between.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was Biggie.
Yeah, that was
Biggie did a
Biggie.
song with
No,
that
it's
too, right?
Isley Brothers.
No, but he did
the
yeah,
song.
That's
that's
where
what I'm
I
saying.
recognized it from.
Yeah.
Was Biggie. Yeah.
100%.
But yeah, it's. I mean, I know we're skipping ahead, but that was my favorite song on the album. Period. Bar none.
And I liked Wayne's verse on that
Wayne's
album.
verse was great. My favorite lyrics come from that song. Like everything about that song was
House
my
full
favorite.
of hoes like Tila Tequila.
Yeah, that was good.
That I don't know why that line annoys me.
Really?
Like,
But it makes sense though.
it does, but it fucking annoys
See,
me.
that's
I
why
don't know why.
I like it. It's clever. You know, like I got the.
Wayne's not clever. Like he's
clear,
He
yeah.
has some clever shit. He just
But
raps
some
about
he,
nothing.
he does.
The
and that's
oh,
how
God, I
Rick
gotta
Ross
find
is
it.
too.
The fucking the red dot on my gun, like it's recording that whole fucking
Yeah.
bit. I love that shit. I guess we're on to lyrics at this
Yeah.
point. We skipped over worse beats, but
Oh, worst beat
No, you already
for
said
me
yours.
was let's call it off in a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like those either. Like they were too. They weren't
I have
hip hop
another
enough, I
one.
guess.
I have another one too.
Another one. What?
Unstoppable. It's a good
I'm
song.
gonna be
Unstoppable.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
stupid fucking doo-doo
Yeah.
sound. The song, I like the song, but the
s-
beat is fucking trash. Like he could have thrown that beat away and used something else.
I hated Unstoppable because the sound like a fucking
Yes,
dolphin.
yes, yeah,
Like, oh, here it is again.
yeah. Another one of my favorite songs is
Lyrics,
oh,
bars.
well, I'm
I guess we're
saying
saying
it because
bars.
it's my fucking review.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
Fuck the
pissed.
order we had to do it in.
We're gonna jump around a lot.
Yeah.
We're drunk.
Jump around.
Jump up, jump up.
This
Get down.
I feel like this song could have been longer, and I'm pissed that he has.
Dude, he always does that.
It was Bria's interlude.
Really?
Yes, with Omarion.
Oh, that was my hated song.
Oh my god,
I
that song
hated
is
that song.
dope as fuck.
I'm not surprised by this.
Hated
Like,
that song.
I totally did not. That wasn't one of those beats that I was like, oh, Jess.
No, dude, that comes on, man. Oh, I love it.
Hated that one.
And it was this an Omari. I don't know. I'm just an R&B guy, so
I skimmed it, waiting for a verse, and I'm like,
Nah.
nah, fuck you. Went on to the next.
yeah.
See, I obviously that's not my style,
No.
and that's why I hated it so fucking bad. I don't remember the beat though, but there was one song that I hated, but
It's
I
like
didn't
a-
mind the beat.
It's like a voice, like it's been chipmunked a little bit, and then it's kind of got like a Hellraiser voice echo to their voice. I don't know how else to explain it.
Basically tuned up for the chipmunk, right?
Yeah, it's I don't know why, but it reminds me of birds for some reason. Don't be embarrassing like the bees, like
Like,
I don't know.
the
it's
beginning of
like-
that song reminds me of like almost any Pretty Ricky song.
before it was obviously before Pretty Ricky.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like Blue Star, any song on Blue Star.
Actually, Pretty Ricky was first, but
It just sounds. It all sounds like Casey and JoJo to me. I can't do that shit, and which is funny because
I want to talk about this.
I loved Casey and JoJo
wanna-
when I was in middle
I
school.
want to talk about this. What is it? Is it because that you don't want to be in like? Are you not in tune with your feelings? Do you feel like?
Oh, I'm
it's gonna-
definitely in tune with my feelings.
does it make you feel like you're gonna cry unexpectedly?
No, I
Or
just-
what? I don't know. I've always wondered like
I don't.
why people don't like listening to songs about with emotion or
But see, that's not the thing. Because there are songs with emotion that don't do it the R&B way.
Like every country song.
Yes, which I don't listen to either.
Me either.
But I listen to like emo music. That's my
How
R&B.
is that-
That's white people R&B. That's what it is. The emo music is white people R&B. I mean,
Wow. So maybe we start calling it EMO, and
yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
That's a great song.
That's metal.
That's
That's
not
metal.
emo.
That's not emo. That's not emo. Bear vs. Shark is emo. I showed you Bear vs. Shark.
isn't that fucking like Sum 41 and shit like that?
No, that's pop punk.
oh.
Rock
Damn.
music is stupid. There's so many genres. I have lost track to how much genres there are. Because there are new types of metal coming out that I'm like, oh, I'm like that. And they're like, oh, you like thrash punk grunge metal? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? This shit
I'm
is
only
just
laughing this much because
all
I'm
metal.
high.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
But I mean, it's
Because that really wasn't that funny, but
well, fuck you,
I'm
too.
sorry.
But no, it's a fact. Like rock music is stupid. It's fucking stupid with the sub genres, especially metal. That shit is confusing now. I hate it because I still listen to some metal all the time. I'm all over the fucking musical spectrum.
Okay, so what was next on the list?
So I think my favorite song. Can me and Chris get our favorite songs in?
Can we get our lyrics in?
Jesus Christ!
I still
I mean,
haven't
if you
got
have
my
some.
lyrics in.
Yeah, go ahead. No, actually, I want to hear
So
both the white guys. I guess.
the first one I got, I'm gonna do one, and then I gotta find the other one
Okay.
because it's from a different song.
I think Chris can fit his in.
But the first one I got was Drake from Successful, where it says the game need change. Now I'm the motherfucking cashier. Nickels for my thoughts, dimes in my bed, quarters of Kush shape the lines in my head. I don't know why, but that stuck with me. I thought it was clever as fuck.
Yeah.
I like the change aspect and the
Change
counting
scheme.
up with the change. You know, like that was one thing. The thing that surprised me most about this album is the reason that it's getting the score out of me that it's getting is because of Drake's lyrics, which I don't know if he wrote them. I don't know if he's got a ghostwriter. I don't know how any of that works. But
Hey, get Meek on the phone.
but
Back to back.
that was the thing that surprised me most about this album is like Drake's lyrics. There was every song. I didn't hate any song in this album except for that Bria's interlude song because every song had at least one or two lines that I was like, all right, that was fucking clever.
Like you could see his potential.
Yeah,
with those
exactly.
lines.
You know, it was in
Very simile heavy though. There wasn't a ton of metaphor. It was than or as than or all simile.
which I mean, I don't mind if that's your thing, and especially knowing that it's a mixtape, EP, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like it's the beginning stages, so it's supposed to be rough around the edges. I'm cool with that. But there was a lot of things that I was like, okay, like I can't hate this song because you got me with those few things you said in this song, and so that surprised me more than anything on this album.
And see, like lyrically, like having listened to all the Drake I've listened to, I was like, ugh, I mean, pretty basic, bro.
Yep.
But I mean, it's first album, first
Third mixtape.
third mixtape, whatever. Like you're not going to be as lyrically savvy as you are now.
Was this the album that went where he went under like Wayne and Young Money? So I'm wondering
Yeah,
if it was
because Wayne and them were on it.
mostly marketing dollars and shit thrown to make the album pop, in my opinion, instead of like raw talent and fucking, Drake's phenomenal.
I mean, I don't even know about that back then. Because I know it
Same.
didn't used to be on Spotify.
It was just my speculation as I was listening.
No,
through.
he
I'm like,
dropped. It came out as a mixtape, and then probably 2 years ago,
2 years before or after.
2 years ago,
Like this 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And this time?
yeah, he
Okay.
released it
Uh.
out,
Right.
and like with everything on it.
As an album or whatever.
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess.
I didn't have a whole lot of time to listen, but I found two bars that weren't similes that I liked with the time that I had. I know there were some more in there, but I kind of skimmed the album and like found verses that I like the sound of and shit. But suicidal bars, I kill myself. I think that was funny.
Yep, I like that one.
Chain snatch flow. They say get it off your chest. That was fucking cool, and that's all I got. But
Yeah,
Uptown was by far my favorite. Wayne, I think he was like on his downhill during this album, in my opinion.
I feel like he released like the Carter 3 and 4 after this.
I actually liked.
I don't know.
I liked his verses a lot. My second lyric is from his verse on Ignorant Shit.
I thought he was hot like pre 06, 05, like
No, it
before
was
we
like
graduated
It was
type.
like 2007, 2008 is when he.
It was a little later. Right?
okay.
Yeah,
Because I remember House Party.
Carter 3 and Carter 4 came out
Yeah,
after
and
I was
he
out
was
of high
on
school.
everybody. It was 2008 because
Go
he was
DJ.
on everybody's
DJ.
fucking
Yeah,
song.
I was
And
DJ.
I was big on Carter 1 and 2. I think 3
Yeah,
and
that
4. I
was-
was kind of like,
Yeah.
Carter 1 was on when I was a senior in high school. That was 2004.
because I bought his original album with like Get Off the Corner and shit. And I loved that type of Wayne. But after the Go DJ and all that and Shine and all that, I was like,
What about a Millie?
nah.
A Millie. I love that fucking beat. I don't give a shit.
Same.
I love that beat. But anyway,
If I
so
was
my
I was a white cop, I would kill a black man to get that song to never be played again.
that's not right. Not the right time.
Dark.
Anyway, my second lyric was from Wayne on Ignorant Shit. He says, word to Marky Mark, leave a snitch departed. All the blood like the Red Sea parted. My gun go crazy like it's retarded. Red light on like it's recording. I love that
I remember
flow.
hearing that.
Yeah, I love that whole way that chops up is just it's mwah. That's
Yeah.
perfect to me. Like that's fantastic through and through. I love those bars.
Like Wayne, like in Ignorant Shit, like great. I liked it.
Mhm.
But he was in another one that is like,
He's in 3 songs on this album.
is he in 3?
Mhm.
I think it was the one before Ignorant Shit he was on. I think Ignorant Shit.
Successful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Drake's talking about being successful and shit, and Wayne's talking about like his guns or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Wayne.
Yeah. You're a stickler for that.
I am. It fucking annoys me.
And,
Stick with the goddamn theme.
And honestly, when you texted us in that group chat, I was like, I think I figured it out. Like you like the more focused. Shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like he went,
saying-
"Hey Wayne, can I get a verse?" And he's like, "I already got it written, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't even worry about telling me what the song's about."
Just send a beat. And it's going to be like, I ate McDonald's yesterday.
Yeah,
You know?
It's like, bro, this is about fucking people dying. What are you doing?
Got that Trump sandwich for $1.
I just think outside the box, man.
And since I own you, you go put it out.
Fuck it, send it. Like, yes, like clearly, if the original artist has a message in that song,
Yeah.
don't come in talking about fucking bitches shaking their ass on the pole
Yeah.
while you're eating fucking catfish at a strip club.
Talking about owl shit.
But no, like my thought was
That's
like,
worse to Toronto.
I feel like you have you like a more focused hip hop song, whereas like I appreciate the wordplay more. You know
And
what
I
I mean?
like the beat.
So it doesn't have to have like a straight through line all the way through it for me, as long as the alliteration's great. Whatever the equivalent with vowels to alliteration is, I can never remember that fucking word.
Yeah,
Like shit like that,
it's-
like tricks of the English language. That's what I appreciate more than a straight message.
it's not necessarily that I appreciate a straight message more than wordplay.
Yeah,
Like, I appreciate wordplay, like it's great,
yeah,
but the song is going to be less than what it could be if they don't use that wordplay and stick with the point.
a through point.
Yeah. If they can do that and stick to the point, like with Royce and Benny the Butcher, like that song's going to be up higher than somebody who is having great wordplay but just is talking about whatever.
Well, I'm saying
But
even
I
if
don't
it's like
think-
even if it's like a solo artist, if they're like, do you prefer somebody who has a straight through line through a thing, or somebody who's got great fucking wordplay but the verses don't really connect?
If it's not trying to deliver a message, it doesn't need to be straight through.
Yeah,
Like, I can fuck with a lot of Wayne shit because it's just basically him freestyling.
yeah,
Like, that's all it is. And I understand that.
clever fucking bars.
Yeah. But the funny thing is like, if this dude's talking about blah, 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 and someone comes in with the message, that doesn't bother me at all.
yeah.
Because I mean,
It's when
it's,
somebody comes in and they're fucking talking about strippers and blow,
Yeah.
and it's like that's
like
not.
it kind of feels disrespectful to be
Yeah.
honest with you, but I'm not the artist.
yeah,
Like if I was Royce, yo, West Side, bye. not on my shit, not on that song.
Songs.
No, he was only on one song.
He's talking about
it was a
that
song I
specific
fucking
one.
hate.
Yeah.
That's one other thing with the Drake album too that I struggle with. It was almost like a lot of it was spoken word to a rhythm and beat, and he wasn't like going in. He wasn't wailing. He wasn't
Kind of
giving
like
it
how
his emotion, and
you
like
won't know that.
it was just like dead. And
See, I would rather listen to that though than
You gonna try and listen to Mystical Soul album?
like I can't.
I appreciate both, but like I think if you're being more melodic and then throwing verses, like sing, don't just sing.
But then, but I mean,
See,
but then again, nobody else does that, so
Yeah,
it's
don't
kind
do
of
that on
like
album. Chris, don't do that on the album.
I don't know.
You can do it on the podcast all you want, but not on an album.
I don't know.
You know what I
think
mean?
a
Yeah,
lot
I
of-
get what you're
I
saying.
think a lot of people think Drake is one thing
Mhm.
when he's not, and then get mad at him and tell him he sucks.
He's a lot of things. Like, he honestly is like a mixture of pop, hip hop, and
Yeah, he's
Whatever
he's
the
the
fuck he
definition
wants.
of
Right.
hip hop.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
You
getting
know?
at is they're thinking that he's hip hop, you know, Royce and guys like that. No, that's not Drake.
That's not what he's trying to be.
So yeah,
know?
and he's not nowhere close to that.
And that's why,
right?
like what I said when I listened to it, I was like, "Oh, it's not for me," but I get it.
yes,
You know, like I get why people enjoy this.
Drake is brunch.
But to me, it's
Like,
like
people go to a restaurant that get pissed off about it not being breakfast time or lunchtime, are the people that I think don't like Drake, like what Lake was saying.
Mhm.
Like, for people that like going in brunch, like when it's breakfast or lunch, whichever you want,
they get it.
people, yeah. Like, if you're looking for something that is a little hip hop, little pop, a little R&B, that's Drake.
Yeah,
100% that's Drake.
yeah, it's hip hop without talking about selling coke.
Yeah, just
I've been
fucking
listening to
making
so
love to
much
bitches.
Freddie
he
Gibbs.
doesn't talk really. He doesn't. He's more
Yeah.
of an emotional type of guy.
And he's an R&B rapper.
yes.
Yeah, that's an apt description.
Like if
Yeah.
he was in
and
a
he does
R&B
that
group,
fantastically.
if he was in an R&B group, he'd be the guy that raps
Yes.
on the fucking instrumental or
and
whatever.
he
the break-
does it fantastically. I can't knock him for that. He does a fantastic job of it. It's not for me, but like I said, I get it.
And I think a lot of my struggle is just it was early Drake.
Yeah,
And he isn't like belting out because he probably wasn't as confident as he is nowadays. But
Yeah.
it was almost like tricksterish sounding to me. Like he's speaking to the women and like seducing them, but it's like
Yeah.
empty. And
Well,
it's
I
not
mean-
like, look at me, you know.
dude, buy 2 of his albums and tell one's for his sister. So that was a bar on a new Drake album. I was letting the white guys know.
Okay. Sorry. Hold on. Sorry.
Like lyrically, I can't. I had other stuff going on, more important stuff on Facebook.
I get it. My,
And I
my
couldn't-
albums just
no, I just didn't.
No, it's Jake's
get
fault
it.
for giving us 4 fucking days to figure this out.
Uh,
Well, no, 4
Blake?
days for reasonable doubt, and then Blake fucking it up with the hot switch.
Thank you.
My bad.
I was like, all right, forget everything you just listened to, and I wanted you to do
Done.
another.
Do
It,
this
it was
next
done before you even said it. But like, I don't have a whole lot of favorite lines from Drake. Like you guys, the lines you said, like I obviously like on the album, but the features there wasn't really much besides Wayne and
I like the Bun B one.
The Bun B
Bun
one
B
was
was
good.
on, he was on a couple
I
of them.
really liked.
I think he was just on the one. I think was it Uptown? He was Uptown.
Probably.
Bun B,
Yeah. Yeah, that one surprised me too, because that was a song initially I didn't have written down the first time I listened to it, and like I said, I went
think
back
it's
and gave it a day, and Bun B caught me on Uptown, and that's kind of what pulled me back into
There's
that song.
Lloyd. Lloyd's on there too with Night Off.
Lloyd, Amarion, Bun B.
Wayne and 3
I
fucking
like
songs.
that Bun B beat though, or that Uptown beat.
My worst
The Uptown
song
beat is
guess-
good.
was A Night Off.
A
And
night
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, that was just fucking
Yeah.
annoying.
I did
That
not
one
like
Take
was
that
annoying.
repetitive shit out, and the song's probably all right.
Yeah,
And the point of the song, I liked what everything he was saying, but the repetitive, like ugly word, no.
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Yeah, that's honestly.
I
and
can see
having
it
it
as, like,
being track
creative,
2
but-
on the album too was rough.
Yeah.
Like coming into it, because the first song was like, all right, this is a pretty fucking basic beat. Don't really like it that much, and then go right into Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. And it's like,
Yeah, I like
no.
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Put that shit towards the back a
No.
little so that we
No, put
warm
it towards
up
the front
to the
so that
repetitive.
way you don't have to listen to it ever again.
That is
on this
true.
album.
I mean,
true, but
you
it
got
turns
out
me
of the
away
way.
from continuing. I'm like, God damn. I got to go to 3 now?
got his West Side Gun on there now.
yeah, A Night Off was one of my favorites. But see, I'm a
It's the R&B
You're an
guy,
R- yeah.
so-
Light skin.
Anyways,
You
sorry.
light skin. You like that shit.
I like to Drake and
I
Drive.
like R&B.
so.
Yeah, you too.
I don't know.
Like,
My favorite R&B artist probably is Black currently.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's fucking sick.
Yeah, but what's his name?
But that's different.
wow.
That's different than Drake. They're just different artists.
Yeah, Black's like an actual R&B artist. Like that. No one's gonna confuse him for being in the hip hop lane.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But
See, I don't even know who that is. I'm so out of touch with R&B.
I want.
I have no fucking idea who this guy is.
We'll talk about that after the podcast.
He
I'll
listens to
sidebar that.
Cash's music.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Damn. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, his wordplay is really good too.
It's funny that we brought up Black being your favorite artist because this is the Black episode. After,
So overall rating.
can I say my songs? God damn, Blake!
Hurry up!
Yeah, this turned into way. We shouldn't have ate those gummies before we started recording.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that burp.
So, did you do your favorite songs yet?
No, we're still on favorite songs.
We're still on favorite songs. Okay, mine was
Or
Ignorant
songs.
Shit. Ignorant
Yeah.
Shit was the only one I have written down. I mean, everything else was. I didn't hate, but I didn't like. So there's nothing else that could go
That'd
on
be
my
mine.
favorite songs.
Lust for Life, Houston Land Base.
Which ones on the album did you not like?
Successful. November 18th.
Yo.
Ignorant shit.
November
Night Off.
18th.
November
I didn't mind.
18th.
I didn't mind that one too.
Say What's
Yeah, like that
Real.
beat.
Yeah.
Uptown, Sooner Than Later, Breeze Interlude, and Brand New.
Oh, you didn't like the calm? Or congratulations? Wow, so you didn't like the album, basically.
I liked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 songs.
10 out of the 18 songs on the album.
Damn.
Like,
And I liked one.
Plus, I've heard it a lot.
Yeah.
So,
And it's for you. I mean, it's that was the thing. Like I've said it a million fucking times. I did not expect to. I don't want to say enjoy because I didn't really enjoy it, but I didn't hate it like I expected to. You know what I mean? Like I didn't.
I was going to do Young Jeezy Thug Motivation Volume 1.
Yeah, I don't know that album.
why are you doing all these first time?
Dude, because that's one of the albums I can push fucking play and
think
let
I
that
could get
shit
down
roll.
with that more than this.
Yes.
This was hard
Yes.
for me.
You would like that. I know you would.
Yep.
Jake.
Like, November 18th, like if I'm just going down the track list, like I don't necessarily have a number one favorite, but like I wouldn't skip November 18th. Say What's Real, like that beat, that little organ in the background a little bit.
Sounds like
I
a
don't
really
remember that
slowed down heartbeat.
A lot of this album was just so unmemorable to me.
Like
That I
this,
don't remember that.
this song is memorable because it feels like it's that emotional Drake a little bit, you know, like the fucking the back-to-back Drake. Like he had more emotion in this one,
Yeah.
in this song. Like he's not as monotone, not as whispery, you know. And then like Best I Ever Had and Successful, like I heard so much, I just don't like them anymore.
Yeah. Burnt out.
Yeah. Fucking Uptown, obviously. And Brand New. Yeah. Let me listen to this real quick. Oh, that's that Pretty Ricky starting one. Everything I do is brand new. Yep.
Yeah. I don't remember that one either.
I do.
You wouldn't have liked it.
No.
It's pretty
It's very slow.
sing-songy, R&B-y.
Yeah. So, yeah. Not a fan. Not a fan of that.
All right. So what's our? Is everybody good on their?
Chris?
Did you have a favorite
good.
song?
He's Uptown.
Uptown.
Successful was okay. That's one I had heard, but
Yeah.
not really listened to. And Best I Ever Had, I've heard, just like everyone,
Yeah.
which is a good song. It's just played out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then November 18th, I liked what they did mix wise, like the Swish a House type vocals on there was awesome. But there's some good spots.
Yeah, like I said earlier, like you could see
But it makes
his
me
potential for sure.
right. It makes me want to actually like tune into Drake a little bit. Before I was like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I'll stay in my lane.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
exactly.
it's cool.
That's why I'm glad we did this because it was one of those things. I fully went in expecting to hate this fucking album, and I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all. You know, and that shocked me. I didn't like the beats, but I didn't hate the beats. You know, and that's a big distinction.
That was weird too. Like to me, the beats were almost like they were just like, yeah, just grab 10 out of the library and we'll just fucking spit to them.
Yeah.
And that's where hearing
is-
that it's supposed to be a mixtape makes sense.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
cool because that takes skill, but at the same time, it wasn't like produced.
Yeah.
And especially because, like I said, I've been listening to Bandana a lot the last 2 weeks. Every day, once for the last 2 weeks, I've listened to Bandana. And Madlib's production and then dropping to this production is a big fucking difference.
His albums now don't sound like that at all.
And I understand that. I've heard more. Best I Ever Had was the only song on this album I've heard. I guarantee I've heard 2 or 3 songs on every album since it. You know, just because I remember specifically Best I Ever Had blowing up. So you know at least this was the catalyst for moving on for him. You know what I'm saying? So
That's why I like music, though, like in general, because Drake's fucking huge and successful, but you can take 18 songs and go, I only liked one of them. And you can see these professionals lack other people's ears too, which gives me confidence in my own shit a little bit, you know?
Speaking of which, I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it because we went straight to dinner afterwards. But that preview, I fucking love your video.
That's awesome,
That video
dude.
I
is
haven't
so
seen
good.
this shit.
Dude.
It's so
Where's
good.
it at?
It's
Is it on YouTube?
on his
Facebook
Facebook.
and YouTube.
Yeah. Dude, what's the
Dude,
name of the
it's
song? Say the name of the
Lost.
song. Lost.
Lost.
It's fucking great. Like, pull it up and watch it right now. Like,
Just like
for
a
real.
20-second.
It's fucking cool.
It was dope.
Can I
Like,
play it, or are you gonna like sue?
you gotta sue your.
Play it. Put that shit on repeat, dude.
The rest of the episode.
Yeah, fuck it.
That's the next hour. Just
What's it called?
Lost.
Skriz.
Yeah, Shriz.
Shriz.
Sorry, Shriz.
Sorry, everybody says Shriz. I don't give a fuck.
Shrizzle.
No, you don't have to, you don't have to play on
the.
the podcast, but you can watch
Well,
it
you-
after.
yeah, just at least watch the video though. It's it's dope.
I'm getting crazy with it, just so
It's
people
nuts.
go, "What did I just watch?"
Yeah.
That's how Thundercat is. You know who Thundercat
I know who
is?
Thundercat is.
That's how he is.
Lino.
And
But it's also serious and means something at the same time. I'm fucking around.
well, that song I sent you is Dragon Ball Do Rag.
What? Am I gonna have to look this up?
Yeah, Thundercat.
Dragon Ball.
Unbelievable, dude. I totally forgot about that until now.
Dude, it is unfucking believable what he's doing in this video, but I love the song. Anyways,
Least favorite song, Sooner Than Later, and Bria's interlude.
Yeah, I can see
I'm gonna
those.
fucking edit that out.
What? Sooner
Just
Than Later?
edit the least part. My favorite songs are.
My songs are.
All right.
Like this album was tough for me, having listened to like literally almost every Drake albums out since this,
Since, yeah.
and it's like, oh god,
You see where
but
it
you're
goes.
just starting, yeah. Like I already have the fucking episode 7, 8, 9 in my seen them.
Yeah.
It's like
You're going back to the prequels,
it's rough.
and they're rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see the potential.
Mm-hmm.
Like Drake's wordplay, like his album, his beat selection isn't the greatest, but I mean, it's also like having knowing that it's a mixtape now kind of gives me
It changes
my mind a
things.
little.
Yeah, it definitely changes things. Because I was in the same boat. Seeing 18 tracks, I fully thought this was a full studio album. And I was gonna ask Blake when he came in, like, who fucking produced this?
Yeah.
Who? Please tell me who produced this, so I can never listen to them again. But hearing that it's a mixtape, I'm like, okay, I'll let it slide.
Like it's not gonna be an album I will listen to when I will listen to Drake. It's like when I listen to artists, I usually listen like just album, go through their discography.
Mm-hmm. Figure out which one you like and go with that one.
Yeah, I mean, most of the times I've listened to him 1,000 times, and like with Common, started with this first one, went up because it's I like seeing the evolution,
Yeah.
and I've seen the evolution with Drake. So it's like Drake right now is like Charizard. This album's like Charmeleon. No, Charmeleon's
Charmander.
Charmander. I can Pokemon.
You've
Yeah.
clearly caught them all.
Yeah, I just forget them. But
So
it's
overall
the most
rating,
important one.
we're going out of 5 trash cans.
No,
Like-
I got my own rating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna give this a 1 out of 10 Drakes because it's like his first album and it's not.
Like Drake the Dragon, not Drake the artist, right?
Is it dragon named Drake?
Drake's.
Oh, like an actual
dragons.
Drake.
Yeah.
Drake.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's scarier than actual Drake.
Drakes are geese.
Drake's? No, those are.
Probably thinking Drakes.
I think.
It's not
I
the
think
Drake
all
I
birds
know.
are raptors, but no, raptors have talents.
All
Oh,
birds
we're
are all
fucking going
birds are
off topic
dinosaurs.
here.
I know, but that's they're Drake mallards. Or it's a geese.
That's probably. I'm gonna say that's right because I don't know better.
That sounds right.
That sounds
Like, You
right.
sounded real confident.
I was gonna say they're raptors, but raptors have talons. That's why like chickens and shit are raptors, but swans don't have talons. They have webbed feet, so it would make sense that they're drakes. So yes, Blake is right as far as I'm concerned.
Wow, we gotta look this up later.
fact check my ass.
So I mean, if that's what
As
it
of
is,
this moment, you're 100%
Amazing.
correct.
Yeah, like I think that's why his name is Drake.
I was with you
Because
there.
he's
I was with you there.
a dinosaur.
No, it's
Yeah,
because he's
Dragon?
from
Drake Dragon.
Canada.
Yeah.
Canada.
White people know
geese.
Drake dragons.
Oh,
Drake dragons have 4 legs.
so like 1 Drake out of 10.
Okay.
Because like it's his newer stuff. I probably won't listen to it again.
Okay.
You got somewhere to go?
No, but
He's just skipping
You
all
just
over
want
our bad
to. You just
reviews.
want to tell us how much you're gonna come all over Drake's face.
no. If I get it,
I'll give this
I
5
give it,
Bukakis out of 6.
I give it a 3.5 out of 5.
5 trash cans?
No, just
No,
3.5 out of 5.
yeah.
your rating system is so fucked up.
Why? Can you explain it?
I like the vibe. I like his features. I like the sound. I mean, there's only like 4 or 5 songs I didn't like.
Yeah.
I remember the first time ever hearing.
Getting some pussy to this.
What's your
album.
Actually, I think I was going to a party and
You just wanted to tell your sex story. That's all this is.
no,
I got some pussy to this album.
and I don't know. No, let me rewind. I remember one day I was watching 106 in Park, and for all you white people, that's basically BET's TRL.
Yeah.
So, I
Accurate.
seen them play a Drake song. I was like, oh, I kind of like that because it had Trey songs in it. It's called
Replacement girl. No.
Replacement. No,
Yeah,
that-
replacement girl.
yeah. So, anyways, I was listening to that, and then I was like, "Oh, that's cool. So Far Gone. He's got a mixtape." And then ever since then, I remember Bria's interlude, Bria's interlude, Bria's interlude. So I was like,
wonder why.
"Man, I want that fucking." I could never get the song. Then the mixtape came out, and then I listened to it, and I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5.
Boom.
Boom.
I fully expected to come in to have one of the lowers, so I'm surprised you gave it a 1 out of 10. I give it 2.5 illegitimate children out of 4. It's like I said, I didn't like any of the beats on the album, but they fit what he was going for. So I got, while this album wasn't one I'll ever go back and listen to again, I understand what he was going for, and I feel like he nailed what he was going for. You know, like there's no argument that because it's not for me, it's not for someone. And I respected it. I respected what he was trying to do. And his wordplay honestly kind of surprised me. I did not expect, I fully expect to go in to hate this album because of Drake. And I came out liking this album because of Drake. And that threw me for a fucking loop.
You know what? I think Jed would like "What a Time to Be Alive."
Oh, for sure.
Is that a Drake album?
Drake and
Drake
Future.
and Future
Drake
mixtape.
Like
Future?
you've heard so many songs off it.
And I like Future,
Yeah,
you know, so I bet I would probably like that.
yeah. You've heard so many songs off it. You're like, oh, that shit's on there. That shit's on
Yeah,
there.
I would probably be surprised. Yeah. I mean, like I said, this album legitimately shocked me, and that's why I wanted to do this thing, is because I did not expect to come out with the opinion that I had going in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was such contradictory of what I thought was going to happen with this album. It was not at all what I had planned or what I thought it was going to be. And I want to find those sects of hip hop that I wouldn't have given a chance before, you know. So I'm glad I listened to this album. I didn't like it, but I'm glad I listened to it. So Chris?
Top that bitch.
It was meh.
Meh.
That's your rating.
Yep.
That's good. I'm glad we all different ratings.
So Jake
But we
hated it.
understand.
I'm fucking offended.
Like
Jake
I didn't.
hated it.
No, I'm not.
I didn't hate it. Like I said, I gave it 1 out of 10 Drakes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like I
But see, I think
know where
think,
he's going. I just can't. It's not something
It
I'm
was
looking to.
complete, and I think he was still finding his sound, but like lyrically and like wordplay and shit, like it was there for being new.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's
You
dope.
could see the building blocks
I
being
just- I
established.
just can't rock with any of those songs.
I can see it in that time period
Yes.
that it was hot. But
Yeah.
for me right now, it's like I'm never gonna listen to it again.
It's not even about the time period. It's just it's not my style.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's my thing, is it's not my style. I get why it was made and I get who it was for and I get why people like him. I get why he's popular now. You know, and like if going in and thinking that I was going to 100% hate this album, to have it affect me the way that it did, I don't think should have happened. You know what I mean? Like it's because it's literally, like I said, I went in expecting to hate it because of Drake and came out liking it because of Drake. So I don't know. I don't think it's terrible. I will never say it's terrible. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like you're not going to turn it off if it comes on, but you're not going to actively play it.
I'm probably going to skip it if it comes on, but I don't hate it.
I don't mean this album. I just mean Drake in general. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
not this.
Yeah.
Because I do that.
Because that's my whole thing is like, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's just not for me, you know? And that's why I give it 2.5 out of 4. Like, it's just not for me. I get it. It's just not my thing. And I'm glad that I listened to it and actually gave it the chance that I would have not given it, because I would have just gone to my grave expecting to fucking hate it forever, and I wouldn't have. You know, I'm glad I gave it that chance. So
Yeah.
I'm also pretty fucking drunk right now, and really have to pee.
Yeah, so that's our review on So Far Gone.
Who's next?
Next week we're doing Run the Jewels 4.
Yeah, next week there's a new release coming out.
Or not next week, sorry. Our next episode.
Next week it releases.
Right.
2 weeks we're reviewing it.
Yes.
The next
Damn,
in
I
this,
gotta do that one.
yes, you do.
Damn.
And then right after that, you have to do my album. Well, not right after that, but after that,
What
you have
did
to do
you
the
have?
album
Did
that
you
I
ever
pick.
decide on one? This
I
is
think it was-
bullshit.
I think Jake was 3.
I
Wasn't
thought we
it?
all
Yeah,
had to
I'm
come
3.
up with it
Yeah.
that night, and Chris is just
wasn't
sitting
the
back
deal.
You
there.
had to because you were first, fucker.
Yeah, you
Y'all
were
got
first.
excited. I'm like, I'm gonna try and pick.
But
There's 2 albums. One dropped today that I have to listen to still, that I want to see if I even like it. And then there's another one that's supposed to be coming out that it'll either be really dope or I'll just pick as older. So
yeah,
I have a couple in mind. It's just I don't know which yet.
but yeah.
So
So
I have time.
2 weeks we're gonna review Run the Jewels' new album, but for the next album in this series, it is my pick, Jed's pick.
Which is obviously Run the Jewels 4.
No, which is Binary Stars, Masters of the Universe.
Right. We're
Which
doing
is-
it because we want to review that song.
It is
We
a
all want to review that one, I got you
fucking
now.
awesome album. And
That makes sense now.
Run the Jewels 4 is a new release, and
Yeah.
it's national.
Yeah.
That's why we're
That's
doing
why
it.
we're doing it. Yeah.
Just like we did Royce the 5'9", you
Yeah.
asshole. Don't fucking sarcasm me. I can hear it through those headphones.
No, I'm not. I was. I thought. I don't know why. I thought "Run the Jewels 4" was your song, like the one you wanted us to listen to.
No,
And then I looked. At
that's
the
a
list.
different thing. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, if you haven't noticed, like we're kind of shifting into like a hip hop podcast, but not entirely. Like we're still going to be doing like all the nerd shit. Like obviously Blake's like he like got a legit headset now.
Oh shit.
So-
That I didn't know
Like-
how to fucking turn on.
We officially have 4 gamers on this podcast. Like we'll still talk about the stuff we used to talk about. It's just like hip hop is going to be our
We're gonna do
For sure thing.
some themed episodes.
Yeah. Like you can guarantee if you tune in, you're going to get an album review or an album review. My brain just stopped.
It was just it was an interesting idea to me, because it was one of those things where it's like we all enjoy hip hop, but we all have different screaming babies above us.
Yeah,
Yeah, my senses are heightened
I
right
can
now. and all
hear
I
the
hear is-
shit of that. But we all have like the styles of hip hop that we
I
enjoy.
think there's a murder going on. Here.
The styles of hip hop that we enjoy are all so different and varied that I was curious to learn about. I wanted to reach across the aisle, and I would have never given Drake a
wanna
chance.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand.
Yeah, I don't want to get blacked though. I just want to let's just fucking ET this bitch.
Hand, not third leg.
Yeah, just fingers. We're not fucking pulling down pants. No clothing is being removed. Just gonna ET phone home this bitch and go about our way, you know. But I was curious to see if, because one, there are albums that I know you have tried to get me into that I haven't given a chance. There are albums that you have given me into that I have given a chance. I mean, we haven't really discussed albums yet, but we'll get there.
Don't
He's not a
really
fan of
don't really
Nigerians.
know you a whole lot yet, Jay.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
But there are albums that I've tried to get you guys into that you haven't given a chance either. And
what?
I mean, Aesop Rock's the big one, obviously.
Yeah.
I've given him a chance. It's tough for me.
Yeah, and I get that. Like I said,
Well, that's just
my-
like the double time rap and shit. It's just exhausting to listen to sometimes because it takes so much energy to try and comprehend, and then
Decipher.
you still don't comprehend it.
Yeah.
What the fuck's he even talking about?
Eminem
I get
looking
that.
at you.
because my first experience with Aesop Rock,
They don't want the smoke.
Eminem doesn't want this
You don't
smoke.
want the smoke.
Dude, fucking Jake's got a swole head tonight.
Yo, I listened to Machine Gun Kelly one time.
Apt.
What
But
was
anyway.
one of his? I can't even think of a famous song of his.
Machine Gun
Wild
Kelly?
Boys.
Oh, that was him. Okay.
Do you remember that because of MGK or Waka Flocka?
Obviously, Waka.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Waka Flocka is
Dude, he was one that surprised me because I loved him from the jump, and he was at the time he came out, he was not the kind of fucking music I would have liked.
Did I miss something?
just Waka. He's just out of control.
Out of
all
control.
At my old house parties, yo, we used to just throw Waka Flocka on everybody, just fucking going.
Dude, the energy is there. It's good. It's fucking good. But yeah. So like, I wanted to delve in deeper, and like I said this week when I've talked about it in the group chat, like I finally dove into Sean Price's discography and was thoroughly impressed with everything. I don't think you will like him at all. Well, maybe. Do you like Wu-Tang?
Nah,
Meh.
I haven't really listened to him.
So you maybe not. I don't think Jake will like him because he's kind of that Wu-Tang style. You know what I'm saying? Like he's from New York, same kind of energy that he brings to the music. So I don't think you'll like him. But he fucking shot up.
because that dude yells it all the time.
No,
I'm not trying to get yelled at.
no, he's not. It's just that it's that Staten Island energy.
I've heard
Like-
some of his shit, but I don't know his
It's-
music. Like know it.
Dude, I mean, like I said, I went through fucking 6 albums yesterday, and there wasn't a single song I would skip. And I went back from his newest shit before he died, obviously, all the way back. And the only songs I skipped was an instrumental album got thrown in there, and I don't do instrumentals.
Yeah, kind of annoying.
Yeah, and I mean, especially his style of instrumentals. Like, it's not like a lo-fi beats kind of thing. You know what I mean? Which shout out to the YouTube channel and Spotify playlist. If you're reading, doing whatever, it's great, chill background music. But it's not like that. Like it's more that Wu-Tang style. You know what I mean? Where it's not about substance. It's about just braggadocious and wordplay. And Sean Price's alliteration is fucking phenomenal. Like the way he can fucking nail that sound back to back to back to back for half a verse is fucking great. I love it. You know, I like his flow a lot. So, and then I did not mean to burp in the mic. Sorry about that one.
I've been burping all after.
And then Bandana. Bandana is it's a fucking masterpiece. Like I said to you guys, I love that album front to back. The skits at the end of the songs are great. If you haven't looked up Fuck You Fridays, by the Cursing Pastor, it's fantastic. Look it up. It's fucking great. Yeah, it's so fun. They have a skit with him on there, and it's so fucking funny.
I have such a problem saying pastor and pasture.
Pasture.
I always say pasture, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, I was just giving everybody a heads up. If you're a big Trump supporter, listening to us and don't want to listen to hip hop, stop listening to us.
If you're a big Trump supporter and listening to hip hop, stop listening to hip hop. You're
just
not allowed to listen to hip
Keep
hop.
listening to good hip hop. Maybe you'll stop being.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think there's a better chance of hip hop fans stopping being Trump supporters than there are of Trump supporters stopping being hip. I'm fucking up my words. I really have to be like 95% of my brain is focused on holding into my piss right now.
And then let's wrap it up.
Bandwidth exceeded.
It's gone. It is gone. We shouldn't eat those gummies before we started recording. All right. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 154 is thankfully in the books.
If you can guess the title,
Jed didn't get blacked. He did not get blacked. He did not. I'm glad that it, like, when he said it, it didn't register immediately with everybody, and then it was like, no, hold on. That's not what happened. But anyway, so 2 weeks from now, we're reviewing RTJ4. I am stoked for this album. Jake and Blake are haters. Chris is excited for it too.
I'm not excited for it.
I mean, you gave it 2 trash cans out of 5 already. The one song.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Is it the Ooh La La?
Ooh,
I don't know.
Which is
I was just
I am pretty sure that's going to be my favorite beat on the album. And LP's production always blows me away, but I love that beat so fucking much.
I liked the
Haters.
message.
Haters.
I paid attention to the message more than the beat or like the lyrics. I think just
Yeah.
like the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even the
But
lyrics have the
it'll
same
get
kind of
revisited.
sentiment. Yeah. But anyway, that's from 2 weeks from now. For Jed,
Chris.
Jake.
Blake.
we're Broke Dude Podcast, and we're all going to go piss. Not together.